Welcome to the channel today. My name is Thomas Johnson. This is Thomas Johnson Logging Media, whatever you want to call it. It's just my YouTube channel. I don't really have a name for it. It's just Thomas Johnson Media, I reckon. That is the 853 John Deere track cutter, brand new. Has less than 100 hours on it. It's a loaner. Y'all can't see him down there. Down that road right there is the brand new John Deere 748 L2 skidder. We got Mickey over here on the tigercat loader 234B. Thing has almost 6,000 hours. Well, I think he said it is over 6,000 hours now. We're gonna watch Michael come out of a couple of down rows here real quick. Get y'all a vlogging update for the day. Show y'all, tell y'all what we got going on and everything. We have hurricanes coming. Well, it's just hurricane now. At first it was hurricanes, and it went to tropical storm and a hurricane. Now I think we're down to one tropical storm is coming. I get lost with it somewhat. I think we were at, right now, one storm is coming and it's gonna pack a pretty big punch. The other one is pretty well went away. So, by pretty big punch, I mean we're looking at some serious winds, serious being over 100 mile an hour, right at 100 mile an hour winds here, and 10 to higher local areas of 15 inches of rain. It's gonna kill us here. So our mills have took us off quota. They've lifted quotas, both mills, pretty well. We still have 3 trucks. Puppy's truck is still down. It's in the shop, getting some warranty work done to it. They think something happened to the harmonic balancer on it. As far as machines and wood, everything out here is still going great. We're just trying to do as much as we can get done today before the storms come, because when the storm gets here, it's going to start raining tomorrow. Supposedly it's going to start raining tomorrow, and then we're going to be kind of hit and miss whether we can work or not up till the big storm gets here. Whatever we have done by Wednesday, pretty well all we're going to get out of this week. So if we rain out, Thursday and Friday, that's just going to be our week. Saturday probably going to be out too. If it drops as much rain as they say it's going to, it's probably going to be best to leave it alone till Monday anyway. So Michael comes back up through here with the skidder. We're going to watch him kind of come in and out. We got a few things we're going to talk about. One I'm going to touch on real quick while Michael's coming by us back and forth, so y'all can kind of see. Been getting lots of questions on the tires of the skidder. I need to kind of address those. It's been a while since I've talked about them. Got a lot of new people subscribed and on the channel now lately. Need to explain to y'all why we run the smaller outside tires. And like I said, we got some other topics we need to touch on a little bit. Bring y'all up to speed on stuff. And other than that, that's all I got for right now, guys. Hurricane's coming. We're pushing hard to get as much quota or as many loads in as we can before Wednesday. We may actually have to start slowing down truck. We may have to stop trucking midday Wednesday or something if the winds go to getting, if we go to getting a 39, 40 mile an hour wind consistent. You do not want a high profile vehicle like a log truck on a roadway. It'll be on its side, upside down, on its lid. But all right, so there's no better way to show y'all this than show you straight on ahead from the machine. I'm been getting asked a lot about the outside tires. And if you see how little room you have to work with here coming out of these down rows, you have roughly 2 feet on each side. Some places you have 3. Some places you have as little bit as 6 inches. If you were to put the outside tires on these machines, all of my skidders, all of our skidders company-wide, all of our skidders utilize a 24 and a half inch wide outside dueling tire. The inside tire is 35 and a half inches across. That's not circumference, that's the tire patch width that you have touching the ground. So we have 35 fives on the inside, we have 24 fives on the outside. And as y'all saw, it's very tight. If you add another 10 inches on either side of your machine, that's 20 inches all the way across the machine that you have added to the width of it. Y'all see how, again, you see how tight it is. So as that machine comes up those down rows and you have it, you know, as wide as it is right now, add basically another 2 feet on each side, most places that machine's not going to fit. Some people may ask, well, why don't you use a 30.5 outside dueling tire? And if I, because your tire sizes go, like you have 24 5s, 28s, I want to say it's like 28L. I'm not a tire expert, I know a little bit, not a whole bunch. And then 30.5, which is the tires that we run on the rubber tire cutter. Its main tires are 30.5 wide, and then we have 35 5s. Then they make like 44s and 50s, 60s, and then I think like even up to 72. But we don't run any of that. We run the duals instead of the super wide singles because, one, if we get in an area where we need to remove them, we can remove our outside tires and make our machines a lot more versatile for that application to cut at that time. If you have the super wide tires, you just have what you have. And sometimes you may lose a track of timber because you can't narrow your machine up enough to get in there and do a specific application that is being asked of you, which is very rare in my part of the world. We run our duals 365 days out of the year. We never take them off unless we have a flat. The other thing is the shorter tire on the outside. Although the axles of the machine, John Deere or tigercat, can withstand the outside tire being loaded at all times, it does create unnecessary stress during the summer months when you get a few weeks where it's dry like this. It just gives you unnecessary load on your axle that if you run the shorter tire on the outside like that, whenever you get the, I won't be able to show you here, it's not a good depiction of what I'm trying to explain, but if you you run the shorter tire on the outside, the inside tire picks the outside tire up off the ground. So you have about 6 inches of clearance or so because the tire, not only is it narrower, but it is shorter, and therefore it picks the tire up off the ground and it gets it clear. And this time of year, that tire, other than the machine having to burn what little bit of diesel it is to keep the inertia of the tire rolling, that outside tire is not touching the ground, it's not wearing out. And in our area down here, in case you was to get a very freak thunderstorm where you got, say, 2 inches of rain one afternoon, the next morning singles wouldn't work, then you'd miss half a day putting tires back on the skidder. You just get here the next morning, your machine's already dualed out, you got the track cutter. That's why we cut with the track cutter all the time. You start building mats with the track cutter and your skidder's already dualed out, and you just go on to work. You don't have to miss half a day of production, then the rest of the half of that day building mats to be able to work. So that's our two biggest reasons why we run outside duals that are smaller. One is for size, versatility of the machine in the thinning, to where we don't have to remove them throughout the summer months, and then it also gives you plenty of grip, because the duals like that, whenever the tires got the, say this was your duals here locked together, and then you had a piece of wood go in the middle of them like that, those tires, they like lock on that piece of wood, and then it's like a train running on a train track, and it don't move. It locks on that piece of wood, and if that piece of wood's throwed crooked, that skidder's gonna follow that piece of wood out into the down row middle and skin trees and everything else. If that piece of wood is thrown nice and straight, that machine's gonna follow that nice and pretty straight piece of wood down the down row. That's why it's so critical when you're building mats to make sure your mat is built straight, not fanned out, not fanned in, but straight. And then the other thing is it doesn't create excessive wear and fatigue on your axles. Although, like I said, you're going to get a rare occurrence where they will break, but for the most part, your axles are designed to withstand those types of loads. Nowadays, you have the Sweeta axles and the bigger John Deere axles, and now the tigercat axles and all that mess. You have the accessibility to those nicer, beefier products, but instead of taking a chance on breaking one anyway by having the taller outside tires on it all year round, the shorter tire will help unload it. Michael must see that chicken hawk fine. Y'all see how the difference? Y'all see how the outside tire is off of the ground? There's a hawk up there? Let him come down here. No. Y'all see how the outside tire is just barely off the ground here? That's what I was talking about. So that's that, and yeah. I rambled on a little bit longer than what I wanted to, but that kind of covers it pretty good and in detail. As at the end of the day, super busy. Didn't get anything else going, so y'all y'all are just stuck with that little bit of tidbit information on the skidder tires. Which, I mean, I've been getting a lot of questions about it, so lots of y'all should have enjoyed that content. But you know, look at that good wood. Just look at it. It's good. It's good. Got a new camera at the house I'm renting. Gonna try it out and maybe something to increase content quality instead of using these GoPros. So yeah, we'll start using that tomorrow. See how that goes, and we're going to have to hurry up tomorrow and just kind of really bust ass and see what we can't get. As I really, after looking at the weather, I mean, y'all can see it's starting to kind of, a few clouds are starting to come in. That is from this should actually be from the tropical storm Marco. Laura is still on its way. They're predicting it to be a very strong 2, possibly category 3. We are potentially looking at, like, just when Hurricane Rita come through, we had catastrophic damage with a 3. So not sure what we're going to end up with there, but y'all, we got to come back tomorrow, and we probably need to be kind of wrapping this monkey show up tomorrow and getting equipment out Wednesday morning, and then we'll just kind of ride the storm and see what happens. What? Oh, hurricane force winds.
Yeah, see it blowing the flag around.
Oh my God! It's time to go home then, ain't it? So anyway, y'all go subscribe, hit that like button. If you didn't like today's video, I'll try better tomorrow. Other than that, that's all I got.
You could try, but it may not do no good.
It never does sometimes. There's a few that just never are happy, and that's okay. So yeah, y'all go subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Got about a load of wood out here. Got one truck gonna work. How late's he gonna work tonight? He's the owner and operator, so then he's gonna find some cocaine. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Till then, y'all stay safe, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.